Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of the Comic Buddha. Today's episode is actually an unboxing. I just recently got a new package from the fine folks over at Lone Star Comics, or at mycomicshop.com. I don't get very many things from them any longer. A lot of the runs that I was getting for the Punisher was, I kind of got a few things from them to help scurry things along for some of them that I hadn't gotten over the years. But so yeah, this is a brand new one, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the box. So let's see what we got in here today. There's a couple of older ones that I had picked up, and a couple of newer issues that I had not been able to get from my local comic shop. So it's going to be a surprise, but not a surprise. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so got everything out of the box now and out of the plastic. The first one that I picked up is a Universe X special for Fantastic Four. Pretty much I have gotten everything from Universe X, Earth X. For some reason I think there's a third one, but it's not coming to me right now. But that was actually one of the last issues or side issues that I needed to pick up to complete that collection. So every one of them is single issues. It was pretty easy when my comic book shop had a dollar bin day. They actually had quite a few of them in there, so I went ahead and picked them up, and yeah, that was pretty much about the last one I had to get. Issue number 2 of Rock Candy Mountain. This one was actually, again, one that they did not have at my comic book shop, but like I was telling you guys with the last installment, that is a funny book, so I highly suggest it if you can find it. They had told me that the second issue was pretty much very difficult to find. They did have still a few, obviously, at Lone Star, so I was able to pick that up. The third issue came out this week, so once I get my books together from this Wednesday that just passed, I'll be making another video for that one so you guys can see what I picked up. Alright, so the next issue is Nomad number 6. This is part of the continuation of the Dead Man's Hand little series. It went between the Punisher, Nomad, and Daredevil. Nomad was one of those characters that they brought out in the 90s that kind of just was, I guess kind of cool at the time, or kind of extreme, or whatever you want to call it. Didn't last very long, but he was part of this, so that issue is actually the last one that I needed to complete that series. So, yay me. Alright, next up is Thor, the Mighty Thor, number 6. That is part of the current run with Jason Aaron. That is the one that I was actually missing from, again, I think it was a couple of episodes ago. I had gotten the hardcover book for it for the first 5. Number 6 was not at my local comic shop, so I got it from there. And that will then complete that current run up until, I think it's issue 19 is out right now, or going to be. So, yeah, I'm all caught up with that one, so I'm very happy. And next up is an oldie. This is pretty interesting. Batman and Spawn, War Devil. So this is one that I had picked up the other Spawn issues that he had gone to, you know, team up with other characters. So there were, I know he did one with the Punisher. I believe this is 2 for Batman. I'll have to go back and double check, but if it's not, there's at least a 1, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them. So it was just one of those things that were just kind of sitting in my box, and like, well, I suppose I should probably go ahead and pick it up. So that at least finishes that up, and that's another cool one to kind of have. And then lastly in the box, Thor, Blood and Thunder. This is actually a trade paperback which collects Thor, Silver Surfer, Warlock Chronicles, and Warlock in the Infinity Watch. So the reasoning for me to get that actually was when I had first picked up the 2 trades for the Infinity Watch, there was a couple of issues that were missing out of it, and those were issues 23 through 25. And I was curious because I didn't quite understand what the problem was, because I had been collecting pretty much everything with the whole Infinity saga that was going on. So when I had noticed that those 3 issues were gone, I kind of looked into it and saw what it was that they were part of. So I kind of understood why they didn't have it in there. But so I ended up picking up the 3 issues, and then I thought, well, maybe I can go ahead and pick up the other single issues too. But by the time it was all said and done and the price of it, it just made more sense to go ahead and get the trade paperback. So yeah, it should be pretty interesting to take a peek through. So if that kind of tells you the time frame of this, back in the early 90s for this one. Yeah, this is the back. Hopefully that'll take the glare off in there a little bit. But yeah, so it looks pretty interesting to me. So we'll kind of get into that once I finish up a few of my other books. So, but anywho, so that was the rest of the box that I bought, and yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and try and post what I had gotten from this Wednesday. Things have been a little bit hectic over here, so I'm going to try and get that up as soon as possible so you guys can see what I got for that one. You know, if you got any questions on anything, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. If you like what you see, please do go ahead and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And yeah, I guess that'll do for now. So you guys be good to yourself, be good to others, and peace through comics.